Welcome to the show, ladies and gents. We're here. We talk about wrestling.
Charlotte beat me. I put you in a neck brace before. I have no problem doing it again.
You haven't seen it, honey. I was.
Oh, bitch! No, the fuck y'all did that! So much balls. What is happening? There's too much balls on that rap. Too many red balls. Look at all these balls. Look at this. Damn! Oh, Jesus! We are witnessing child abuse on TV, Lord. Oh, have mercy. Now, watch your mouth when you talking to me, ho. Watch your mouth. Watch your mouth. You ain't getting nothing. You don't get nothing. You either earn it or you don't. You pasty bitch. That ain't how this works. Uh-oh. Hit it with a zigzag. Let's go, baby. Let's go, dog. Let's go. I'm fucks with it. We sick of your shit.
Hey, girl, hey. Life, relationships, pop culture.
Well, I'm go ahead. I'm listening, and he'll be looking at me. He will be looking at me, and he will go to sleep. He will go to sleep. Look at me in my face. I'm talking to you.
We talk about it all, baby. So, y'all ready? I know y'all ready. Because it's showtime. And that's on the ancestors, baby.
Damn! Wow! I watched the last. Yeah, he did. I watched the last couple of minutes of SmackDown, y'all. I mean, Raw, y'all. Hold on. Save him, Ree. You better save him. Oh! Oh, no! That evil bitch! Get her! Get her! That evil orange bitch pushed him in front of her. Now listen, Mysterio, use your eyes. Don't be a fool. Use your eyes this time. Don't act like no damn fool, baby, because you didn't do that shit on purpose. The man did not hit your son on purpose. The bitch came out there and pretty much pushed him in. Well, y'all gonna have to have a neutralizer for that big orange bitch. Y'all gonna have to have a neutralizer for her, because she is a problem. And y'all too damn scary to hit that hoe. Chivalry is dead. Okay, it's dead. It's dead. That boy had her sit up there laughing. You trying to tell me you ain't see it was her? You ain't see it was her. The tire truck just ran the shit back. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. He'll be alright. He will be alright. Shit. He'll be alright. Dominic used to that. He alright. What you crying for? Shit, that child be getting his ass every week. Damn. It was just a little old spear. It was just a spear. Sit up there crying and shit. Oh. God. Crying and carrying on. Why? He be getting fucked up. You ain't crying when he took that 1D from the Usos. You weren't crying about that shit. Oh, God in heaven. Hey, y'all. I had to finish watching Raw. Why do you want to call that SmackDown? Raw. I had to finish watching Raw, child. Hey, y'all. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Hey. Hello, Danielle. How you doing? How you doing? Okay. Let me get the rest of these comments. How you doing? Hey. Hey, what did you expect? What else was you supposed to get, baby? It's just the first week. It's just the first week. It's just the first week. My day was all right. It was all right, honey. Hey, child, don't be laughing. Don't be laughing. Don't be laughing. That's how I watch wrestling. This is how I watch it. Get the oh goodness. Okay. So if my Wi-Fi and stuff go out, I shall return. I don't know what's going on, but both of the Wi-Fi's in the house is acting weird. So if it goes out in the middle or you can't hear me talking or something, just know I shall return. Okay, just know that. Anyway, hello, Aaliyah. Hey, Brazy. It's a start, a new era. Let the water run. Right? You gotta let it start first before you start to complain. Hi, Brandy. I'm all right. Did I tell you that I did children's manicures and didn't want to strangle someone? Nope. I ain't hear that. I did not hear that. I did not hear that. Okay, sir. Monday Night Raw is over. And this was the final match of the night. We had the Usos versus the Miss. Now, me personally, I wasn't invested in this match, but it was a solid match. There wasn't really much going on with it. Dominic did okay. Ray performed effectively. The Usos performed effectively. It was what it was. I feel like if Dominic bulked up just a little bit and honed his skills just a tad, he would be a very good source. I mean, a very good key character in the WWE. I do think I agree with Nicole when Nicole says he should go back to NXT. And I remember early on when he first got there, a lot of people were suggesting he should have went to NXT first. I think him going to the main roster first was okay, but right now with the way things have been shifting and just with him being kind of glued to his dad's hip, I feel like Dom does need to kind of spread his wings a bit. NXT is the perfect place to do that. That's where all of the budding talent is right now. And I think him going back could really help him hone his skills. And there ain't nothing wrong with bulking up just a bit. I feel like if Don bulked up, shaped up, he would be perfect. Plus, he needs work on the microphone. He's okay, but he's got like that typical baby face style character. And I just, while I'm okay with I'm okay with the face. I love a good face. I need my face to have a little bit more gumption. They've got to have a little bit more oomph. Like Becky is the perfect example of how you can be a face and still have that little bit of bite to you. How you can still have that edge. You can still have drive. You can still have passion. You can still go for what you know. You can still attack with all your power and all your might, but you're still a face. You do it with courage and bravery. Bianca's another one where you can still speak on the mic and people listen and still be a face. You understand what I'm saying? Dominic don't have that. And I think that's kind of one of the reasons why he's still with his dad. But in this instance, I'm a big proponent of, if you like, it's kind of like teaching a kid how to swim. Like, you don't want to always be in the water with them when they learn how to swim, right? Like, there was a football player who just threw his damn son in the water. Just picked him up by his leg, Jared, and said, nigga, you got to swim. Just threw his ass in there. The little boy floated to the top, you know. So, you know, hold on, babe. Do I have my glasses in here? My glasses at? I can't see. I'm having a hard time seeing. Hold on, y'all. I got to be able to see y'all comments. I don't have my glasses. Oh, you were sitting on them. You need to clean off your side of the bed, too, a little bit. Before you go to bed, please turn that fan down to low. Okay? Hold on, y'all. I got to get my glasses, child, because I'm blind as a bat. I can't see nothing. Heard on. Oh, I want to watch that show Caught in the Act, Unfaithful, with Tammy. She be catching people cheating and shit. It's messy, honey. I got to watch that mess. Okay. All right. Now I can see. Not you whores. I just got in. We just got her. We just got here, Donnie. He said nobody told me y'all was here. Child, when Rhea threw Dominic into the spear, I was like, they need a woman at ringside to help them. Child, at this point, Rhea act like a man, she interject herself like a man, therefore she shall get her ass whooped like a man. I'm a big proponent of keep your hands to yourself, you won't get dealt with. Now, Dominic and Rhea, body-wise, the same motherfucking way. If I was Dominic, I'd whoop her ass. I don't give a damn what nobody say. I'd tell her ass a new one. She put her hands on me first. Okay? Yes, he need to lay off the Modelo and other beers because he's getting a beer gut. I can't. W asked Raw tonight. What do that mean? What does this mean? They're sponsored by Victoria Beer. I bet they sampled a few. Oh, wow. Dom need to go to NXT, in my opinion. I could have sworn I said that. Maybe you missed it. So Edge finally got his old song back. Yes, he did, love. He coming out to his rated R superstar music. Yes, sir. Whoever told Dom that mullet was okay does not love him. I imagine he wore the mullet specifically because Eddie used to wear a mullet, and that's why he's wearing it. For his love for Eddie, his Uncle Eddie. Who I love his old song. He did come out to his old song. AJ was a little pissed because when he was here in Cleveland, I might buy AJ ain't gonna go because he can't go sit in the loge, so he's not gonna go. But I do want him to hear his music live, and if it only costs me $20 to get you the seats, you could be sitting up at the top, at least hear the song live, and then go home. It ain't gonna be the same. No, you ain't gonna go. Oh, y'all! Oh, I done turned you into a little bougie. You a little bougie, ain't
I'm
you?
not going there without you. If I start cutting up, give it to me. Give it to me. Ain't nobody gonna get it.
I can give you something now, but it ain't gonna be that. He don't got the face or the body to make it work. I can't. Rated R superstar. Okay. It makes him look like he smokes cigarettes off the ground. Jesus.
Not off the ground.
Rico, calm down. Yeah, I was ready for Edge to do his SummerSlam entrance. Why would he do a SummerSlam entrance at Raw? That wasn't necessary. When Edge accidentally speared Dominic, I thought I was a kid up in the air trying to catch a toy. Okay. I do that every time. I told y'all Rhea need to be wrestling and tussling with the men. I agree. Edge need to spear her or something. Don't insult the show. You can't formulate the sentence properly. Rhea wants up too. W means like it's a winner. It's a good thing. You said W add. I get the W means a winner, but you didn't say Raw was a W. You said W asked Raw tonight. So it was a weird sentence for me. So I didn't know what that meant. But live your best life. If that's what it meant, cool. I didn't know what that meant, so I had to leave it there. Leave Dom alone. Hey, Tirza. She said, leave Dom alone. Rico going at Dom neck. When Edge accidentally speared Dominic, I thought it was a football player trying to catch the football in the air. Okay. My favorite match tonight was Montez and Rollins. Have to agree, that was a very good match. I I liked all of the triple threat matches, Montez Rollins' match, and I liked AJ Styles and Ciampa's match. I felt like Bianca and Io's match was just a little off. They had some good moments in that match, but there was just, I don't know, I think they just need a little bit more time to gel with each other and have chemistry. Other than that, I think they could be great, but I just felt like that match was just a little off. It was just a little bit. Just a little bit. Well, he needs to find another way to pay homage to Eddie. The mullet was not the way to go. Well, that's what he decided to do. You can't tell him. You can't tell him not that. You can't tell him not to do that. Let him do what he want to do. Who is this person? That jerk removing his comment? I don't know. Crowd was on my nerves tonight. They did not deserve the show. They were a little too quiet for most of the show. Sometimes it be like that in certain cities. It depends on who's coming out there and who's not. So while it was a show after SummerSlam, you know, I didn't feel like it was a bad show. Sometimes the crowd just don't generally react. It really depends on the city that they in, and they'll give you more depending on the city. But sometimes I don't listen enough to the crowd to know what's going on. You know, Ciampa and AJ ate down tonight. AJ had me scared on that shoulder. But, you know, you could model your gear after him, wear boots like him, incorporate bits of his moveset there. Well, he did incorporate bits of his moveset, but he also wears the mullet to respect his uncle. Let him do what he wants to do. Dom is more put together than I was at that age, so more power to him. Mullet, beard gut, and all. Well, true. Not for Tirza, because I don't know how she was at that age, but just in general, period. Io was off. It was off. It was a little off. I just felt like that match could have been great, but there was some pieces. I don't know. It was just something off about that match. The chemistry wasn't there, and I just wasn't into it. It wasn't a terrible match. It wasn't like, holy shit, this is horrible. It just wasn't good. Like what you've come to expect from a Bianca match and even from an Io Shirai match. But I get it. Io's been out the game for a little bit, so she might have had just a little bit of ring rust. I expect her and Dakota and Bayley to have a bit of ring rust coming back into wrestling like that. So I hope once everything kind of flushes out and time continues on, they get back into the rhythm and move and groove of things. So I'll give them a couple matches. I'll give them that because it's going to take a little bit. Anyways, Io had some ring rust. She was missing a few calls, but she hasn't wrestled in a while. Io was wonky and her strikes weren't hitting, but she just came back from an injury. My favorite spot was when Bianca went full Trunchbull mode on Io, right into the barricade. Yeah, it's been a long time since they've been in the ring together. Agreed, but this was Io's first match back. Probably taking it easy. Again, someone tell Sonya to take notes because that's how you rock that kind of suit. Sonya looks nice when she wears her suit. She's very androgynous when she wears her suits. But Bianca came out there with her one leg and she was like, girl, my whole leg and thigh, okay? Everything. I'm giving you leg, honey. We giving you shoe. We're giving body. In all of my greatness, Bianca was ready to show the world, honey. She was not playing. Anyways, let me go back up to some of these comments. Io's interest was fire down. I'm not going to lie. Io wasn't hitting her marks at all. And you can see Bianca was giving her cues for most of the match. I don't know if Io was nervous or if it was main roster jitters. Well, she was injured for a little bit. So that I think it was just ring rust, her not being in the ring for a long period of time. So I think she just needed a little bit of time. That's all. That's the important part. Rico, let it go. Let it go. Jeez. Right. I love EO's entrance. The crowd wasn't giving the girls anything until the brawl. I know what you meant, babe. I had you. I got you. They haven't wrestled for a while. No, they haven't. Many of them haven't. Quite frankly, Dom don't hit like he did when he was starting. Like you be on his neck, bro. Like, yeah, I think EO was nervous because they have fought numerous times in NXT. So I know Bianca and EO can work great together. Probably a little rusty. I'm just saying, like, give him a minute. I question, but who do you think is Seth's greatest opponent that really took him to the Nightwater, gave him a run for his money match-wise? That is something I would have to go and do research to look at. I'm just not going to do it right now, but it's a good question. I just would have to look back at some of his matches. He need to go to NXT for some character. No, I'm sick of him and his daddy. You don't even watch the dudes, Rico. You don't watch them. Like, as soon as they come on TV, you either ignore it or turn it off, babe. So I don't understand. Like, it's just a lot. Like, it doesn't matter where it comes from. It's just a lot. I'm gonna go over the show in a minute. I just need to get the comments and then we can start going back over the show. Sonya Sue just wasn't flattering. It won't be flattering on anybody. It really didn't matter who was wearing it. It's not going to be flattering because it's an ugly cut. It was more caprice than a short leg. Loved EO's gear. Hey, Kayla. Okay, let me pull some of this down. When Bayley started talking, I was like, you know what I miss? You know what? I miss you, but your mouth. Haven't heard that mouthy Bayley since the Thunderdome. Also, props to Tiffany for recognizing that EO's new gear is more like her old style. I remember EO when she first came, when she was the genius of the sky with the finger pointed up and her gear was like, what was it? Like brown? She had a couple different gears, but they were it was short. It was a panty cut, if I could say that. And she had it wrapped around her leg. I remember that. And then when she went, full heel or anti-hero, her gear was dark. And she wore like a full bodysuit style gear. But I remember EO when she was first there. She had sandy brown hair or sandy blonde hair, if you want to call it that. And then she went dark. Hair was long, grew it out. Like that was Io Shirai for now. Bianca running in heels was something. She didn't have on heels when she went back there to go check on Becky, she did. When she came back out there, she she had them Jordans on when she came back out there. She came out there with them Jordans. Io's gear was like a heel version of her original babyface gear. Looked like she was prepared for Japan until she was brought back. Io wasn't going anywhere. Let me make something very clear. Even she made it clear on her Twitter that she was never leaving WWE. So even if this new gear is reminiscent of her old gear, which it is, and it's like a heel version of it, it wasn't prepared for her to go back to Japan to wrestle. Io Shirai wasn't going anywhere to begin with. She was staying in the East. She hadn't had a foot out the door, none of that. I don't know where that came from. I don't know where people are getting that from. Meltzer reported that, if I recall, and he was wrong. He was wrong about that. EO theme music always hits though. Praying to God they keep it. I don't see them changing it. It seems like they're gonna keep it. I don't know. Some people buy their music. You know what I'm saying? Some people buy the rights to their music. Like, a couple wrestlers. Don't Dolph still got the same music he had?
I think so.
Charlotte's music is the same. You know, some people ain't Becky's music the same,
Becky's music been the same for a minute.
right? Some of them buy it. Others, like Bliss, she changed hers. But if it was me, I would have bought mine. It's hard in the gym. Oh my God. Okay. It goes hard in the gym. All right. All right. Well, all right. WWE had a special WWE shop today. The promo code was walkout. Okay. No. If you can't, everybody else that ain't hitting by the fire, you can do it for Dom. All I said was I didn't disagree with the mullet. I said the man wearing the mullet because he's honoring his uncle. Rico has been harping on Dominic for the last 10 minutes. Every comment he came in, besides talking about Io Shirai, had to be about Dom. I don't care if y'all feel how y'all feel about Dom. Y'all are allowed to feel how you want. All I'm saying is, do we have to keep harping on it? I understand your point, but I don't want to talk about it the whole fucking live. I just don't. I just don't. One thing about Bayley, she gonna talk. Love her though. Me and Don see each other. As opposed to when y'all don't, like, y'all always see each other. That's not what I'm talking about. I could care less about how y'all feel about Dom's hair or whatever. I was right in the beginning of the show. Dominic, I feel like, needs to go back to NXT. He needs time to bulk up and develop, because in this match with the Usos, it was a bit slow. You could kind of see him counting and figuring out where he had to go and what he had to do. Dom's been on the main roster long enough for his transition to be set, and he should be a little bit more fluid with how he moves. I feel like being in the PC and being with the PC recruits can give him a little bit more umph. And being in that gym with some of those other guys, he can bulk up a little bit, he can come back, and he can be better. His hair and shit, I can give less than a fuck about. It's him being a better quality wrestler that I'm more concerned with. That's all. I never disagreed that he didn't need to go back to NXT. Never disagreed that at all. What I was talking about was Rico digging his fucking claws in Dominic's neck for the last 10 fucking minutes. It wasn't even about the man's wrestling. It was about his hair. That's where we been. It's on his hair. It was red with leopard print. Okay. Main one was maroon with cheetah print. Missed her and the B.O.B. Why do y'all insist on believing Meltzer? It came from Dave Meltzer and Brian Alvarez, old limp dick lame ass. Damn. Dolph theme in different fonts. Not as different. Dolph done remixed his song like 4 times. Did he? Every time I hear it, all I hear is I'm here to show the world. That's all I hear. I'll never hear nothing different. But then again, I have to watch mine with my shit turned down. So when he come out, I don't know. My bad. EO's theme is also a Def Rebel track, not a CFO track one, so they don't need to change it. EO was probably on her way out. FIFA said something about it as well. I don't think it's so hard to believe she was leaning towards leaving, but Triple H changed her mind. No, she wasn't. She reported it herself that it was lies. As soon as the report came out, she clearly said, I hate rumors. It was a rumor. It was not true. There was no legs to that. There was no definitive proof that she was thinking about leaving. They never said anything about that. EO was injured. Why is that so difficult to believe? Their source came from Meltzer. Meltzer's not a reliable source. We've seen that time and time again. He is always in that 50 to 60% of being true. EO being there trumps whatever the hell Meltzer was saying, because they report on rumors too. But no one confirmed that EO was leaving. Do you see Becky turning with a new gimmick? When Becky come back, she's still going to be Becky. She's just going to be face Becky. Why change something that's working? There's no reason to. Okay. I'm almost done with y'all comments. Since a lot of y'all ain't here tonight, so I have to go through the comments. On Becky, I'm going to miss seeing those crazy fits every week. The one she wore the night before Mania gave the girls expensive. You mean before it? Never mind. I mean, I've never seen anything. Well, Becky's outfits, per her new character, have always been expensive, especially the ones Troy give her. Big time Beck's the man, in my opinion, because someone has to. No, they don't. You just latch on. I do what is right, not what's easy. You do whatever makes you make sure you're seen. Let's put it that way. Because your mouth is always running, especially when it comes to something like that. It be little stuff. It be like a hem is messed up on your gear, or a hair is out of place, and Rico zeroes in. It is so Jesus. I love him like a little brother, but I be wanting to skippity pap show ass. Like, shut the fuck up. Let me watch the show. EO's gear looks like EO's gear. Oscar's style is way different. Yes, Dolph song has always been the same, but like 2011, it was kind of fast. Yeah, it was. How do you feel about Becky's babyface turn? I'm here for it. I like a face. A lot of people don't like faces. More people care for most people care for the heels more than they like the faces, because the heels are more complex. I love a good face, especially a good anti-hero or a face that's got an edge to him, like Bianca, where she gonna get mad, she gonna come out there guns blazing. I like a good face like that. Becky, to me, has always been good as an anti-hero face character. That's where she does her best work, in my opinion. But I don't have a problem with it. I think it's gonna be great. Personally, that's where you need to go with it. If they decide to give Ronda the title back and Becky does come back, Becky needs to come back on SmackDown. Send Charlotte's ass to Raw. Becky needs to go to SmackDown. You can revisit that feud with Ronda. Let Ronda be that ultimate heel. You can also bring in Shayna Baszler as her ace coon boom. Y'all can let that shit ride and have Shayna cost her that title. Have a feud between her and Shayna. They fight it out, and then Shayna could be the next one in line for that title. And then you need to start building up SmackDown's roster. Once they do the fucking draft, send Bayley and them ass over to SmackDown, or split them up. But do something, because SmackDown need people too, goddammit. Now Bliss is on Raw. Send her ass to SmackDown. Send her over there. Replace somebody with somebody, because goddamn it, we can't do shit with smiling ass Raquel. Only thing you really got going for yourself on SmackDown is Shotzi, because she's a diamond in the rough and they ain't really paying attention to her. But I think with Triple H at the helm, you'll get a lot out of Shotzi. You got Shotzi, you got Shayna Baszler, you got Ronda, what's his face is champ, and you got Raquel. That's where you at right now. Natalia's there. Tamina's there sometimes. Aaliyah. I feel like if you're going to bring up talent from NXT, bring up all of Toxic Attraction, put them on SmackDown. Since you got Bayley, Dakota, and EO on Raw, bring up Toxic Attraction and put them on SmackDown. If you was going to bring up any other two people, bring up Alba Fire and bring up Lash Legend and put them on separate shows respectively. But you need to do something. You need to do something to fill out this women's roster. Get these girls up here so you can have a better rapport with the women. If you're going to bring back Sasha and Naomi, let them bring it back with the tag team titles. Start beefing up that women's division. You need to start doing it now, especially if you got them on the payroll and you got them back in. You need to start planning it now. They remixed it with Bobby Roode, and then they switched it to Justice Park when they split, and now it's coming back. Oh, okay. Then he put the record sound in it. Oh, yeah, then he had the record scratch when it would just go quiet. So it has been mixed a few times. Io made it clear it's not true. Even Naomi had to shut down a report today that she was going to start a business following her WWE exit.
Yeah, just saying that.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, that was just.
Was I the only one who was hoping Naomi and Sasha was going to help Bianca tonight? Wishful as fuck. I was really hoping for that. I was praying that it was happening because I was like, ooh, you got 3 of the most dominant black women on the roster right now. The only black women on the roster right now, all of them would be in main event status at this moment. Are you fucking kidding me? Do you know how legendary that shit would be? Epic, okay? Oh, I wish they would have been able to get them there in time to do that. I think we all was hoping for that, Tirza. Hold on a second. I'm never going to get through these damn comments. I was too, Tirza, especially during Bianca's match. Instead, we got Bliss and Asuka, and I was like, damn. No shade to the two. Whenever they come back, I'll be happy to see them, though. By the time Mandy lost her ponytail, we spent like half an hour on that. That shit was funny, though. Do you see Charlotte popping up on Friday? No. No. I was ready to hear me some Bring It to the Flow or Yes, Yes, Y'all. We need Bianca and Charles. I believe he's talking about Charlotte. Becky's one of those talents that can do both. She definitely can. I'm just a face girl. I like Becky as a heel because she works well as an antagonist, but as somebody who's a face, Becky still's got the bravado. She still got all the power in what she says, all the conviction in how she moves. She just does it cleaner, and she comes across as somebody who's going to do it down the book. But if you screw her over, she definitely coming for your ass. Like, that's the kind of face character I like. Somebody who ain't necessarily 100% by the book, but they on the right side of history, if that makes sense. It's Charlotte. It's Charlotte Flair. Hold on. I'm finally getting to the end. They also got Xia and Sonya. I forgot all about Xia and Sonya. I'm sorry, Xia and Sonya. I'm sorry, baby girls. I forgot about y'all. That's WWE fault, so blame them. I purposely forgot about Styrofoam Witch because fuck her. But also, Kaylee Ray can go to Alba. Isn't that what I just said? They have Xia Li there. We love Elbow Pirate. Wow. I don't think Lash Legend is ready for the main roster yet. Listen, she got to get ready. It's either sink or swim. Bring her ass up. Let her ass fill out the roster. The way I see it, if motherfucking Aaliyah ass can be on the main roster, and so can Lash Legend. Bring up Dancing Ninjas. Is you talking about motherfucking Katana and Katie? Is that what you? Child. I'd bring her up. Can't hurt her. I don't want her to stay there that long. Liv Morgan is going to be an interesting champ. I'm happy that she is the champ, but should had did it differently. Okay. I like how Triple H put that video package about the U.S. title to remind everyone the significance. Very nice touch to go with the qualifying matches. Anyone who debuted on NXT after the 2.0 rebrand don't need to be brought up until after WrestleMania Hollywood. What difference do it make? I almost thought you were talking about me, but I get it. One of two things will happen if Char show up Friday. Fans will be mad or fans will be mad. Facts. All right, I think I'm coming to the end of the comments. Finally. Like Edge, he's a really good face, but if you get on his bad side, he gonna tear your arse up. Not Dancing Ninjas. I ain't know who the hell they was. Lash seems more ready to go than old girl B-Fab. I 100% have to agree with that statement. I miss B-Fab. I miss Hit Row. I don't necessarily miss B-Fab as a wrestler. She need time. She need time. Lash sucked, but Aaliyah do too. So you're right. I guess it can't hurt her. I don't know about that. I disagree with that wholeheartedly. Lash Legend doesn't suck. Yes, you have to make these titles mean something again. Hold up. I don't miss B-Fab, but the rest I can live with. How does Lash suck? I don't know. Lash ain't that bad. She's improving constantly. I don't need an explanation. It's his opinion. I really don't care. If that's how they feel, that's on them, not me. Please explain. You don't have to. If they want an explanation, that's on them. I'm going to move on. Tell you what else happened with Raw. Just give me a minute. Like, let the women in mid-card main event. Mr. Brandon, explain yourself. We must not watch the same NXT. Bianca and Sasha and Naomi, the Holy Trinity versus Bayley, Io, Sky, and Dakota Kai. That would have been a fire feud. Hell yeah, it would have. If she would have been beaten, she'd have beaten Ronda at SummerSlam. I wish that was done differently. Well, she did beat her, but it just wasn't done clean. The way that it was done, which Don is correct. I'm going to put his comment up in a second. Sometimes things have to be done so that certain things make sense, right? Like a lot of times before Triple H got in place, you would see things happen and it didn't have no rhyme or reason to it. Triple H has a tendency to make sure you understand why things are being done. So Ronda turning, really, it was her frustration in the match, and it was just like, this bitch beat me, but she tapped. Referee's like, I didn't see her tap. So she got frustrated. She got pissed, and she took out Liv Morgan because Liv knew she tapped. Okay? That frustration obviously went to Liv because she had already been whooping Liv's ass the whole match. And then on top of that, she went out and took out the ref. That was all for Ronda. That whole piece right there was a showcase for Ronda. This was so Ronda can be the heel that she's wanted to be, because that's how she wanted to be when she first got there. That's why when she got there the first time, she flipped Becky over, and she just didn't really have, no smile on her face when she came out there. She was heel Ronda at the time. That's what she wanted to be. But it got changed because that's what WWE wanted to do. Lash sucked. Lash was shining all over NXT UK too. Suck, that girl has more charisma than half of the unseasoned Thanksgiving meal division down there. Ooh. I have never seen a good Lash Legend match. I watch NXT every week. I think you just don't like Lash Legend, which is fine, but she doesn't suck. So, live your best life, though. Whatever makes you happy. This win was a way to turn Ronda heel. She out-wrestled Nikita in their match. Quill. The Quill. Lash versus Valentina on Level Up was dope as hell. That kick to Liv when she turned heel sent me into the stratosphere. I was rolling. When would you have Charlotte return? I wouldn't let her come back to a Royal Rumble personally. I mean, I'm glad she has some fans though. That's good for her. Just something about her just don't do it for me. She's not very good. She's not good, very green, obviously. That doesn't mean she can't improve, but right now, no. Okay. Liv put up a decent show for someone of her caliber. When would you have Charlotte return and how would you book it? She would return at the Royal Rumble. I could not. I'm sorry. I messed it up. I saw her name, but it just said Latino. And to me, it looked like Latino, so I apologize. I meant Valentino. Keep Char off TV for the rest of the year. Return at the Rumble. That's what I just said. Now, Level Up, I don't watch. I'll check that match out to see the improvement. Doesn't matter to me whether you see the improvement or not, but your opinion. If you feel like she's not a good wrestler, that's totally on you, bro. I don't. Doesn't change my mind. And then with the little fan comment, I'm just, I'm gonna just, I'm gonna just keep it to myself. Anyways, so Bobby Lashley had him quite the showcase today. There was 2 6-man tag team matches. There's 2 triple threat matches. I'm sorry, for the number 1 contender for the United States Championship. So essentially, what they did is they had one set wrestle earlier in the day, the other set wrestled an hour or so later, and then those winners wrestled again later on in the night to determine Bobby Lashley's number 1 contender for his U.S. Championship. So in the first match, Mustafa Ali, to which AJ Styles beat both men in an epic fashion. Mustafa Ali was going for the 450 splash on Miz. He hit it, bounced up, and AJ Styles caught him for the Styles Clash, and he got the pin on both men. It was dope. It was dope. I loved it. It was a very clever way to end that. It was obviously done beautifully, executed nicely. I loved it. So shout out to all 3 men because they put on a very good match. This match between Ciampa, Chad, and Dolph, another excellent match between 3 men who obviously got the skills to pay the bills. Okay, Dolph, a very much a traditional style wrestler, as is Chad Gable. Both men were very much ground and pound on the mat. You had Ciampa, who was still technically skilled, but him and that knee. Who did he catch? Chad? It was Chad, right? It was AJ Styles when he did the second match. Anyway, he was able to get the pick up the win in this particular match. So the turned out to be AJ Styles versus Ciampa for the number 1 contendership to the United States Championship, to which this match was pretty solid. Miz involved himself once or twice, which I expected, but all in all, Ciampa ended up getting the win. He hit AJ Styles off of his phenomenal forearm move, air, all knee. AJ Styles got laid out, to which he kicked out. He did the fairy tale ending. He kicked out. He did it again. He kicked out. It was so much going on, but it was such a really good match. I loved it. I loved it. I loved it so much. It was awesome. Now, this was probably one of the best parts of the night. The match between Io and Bianca, like I said, was a bit wonky, but I think with time, Io will improve. And it could have been main roster jitters and, of course, ring rust from her not being in the ring for quite some time. But eventually, Io getting back into the groove of things will pull out a banger, because we all know what Io Shirai is capable of. And we all know what Dakota brings to the table. Her and her team kick. And, of course, we got Big Mouth Bailey. But earlier in the night, we had these 2. Asuka and Bliss were having a fair matchup between the 2 of them. They ended up getting attacked by Dakota, Bailey, and Io, to which Bianca came out there in her Air Forces, her Jordans, and attacked them and ran them off. Now, what she did was she said, I want to match with one of y'all tonight. It don't matter who. Io stepped up to the plate. They decided to have Io go up against Bianca, to which led to this. It was a full-on brawl in the match between these two teams. Now, there is no name clearly for the faction, for Bayley's faction at the moment. And, of course, these two people were the next two available to be at Bianca's side. Now, all of us heard the rumors about Sasha and Naomi in heavy negotiations to come back to the E. However, I don't know when that's going to be. They did say it could have been as early as tonight, but that was not the case. So we just have to wait and see when the girls come back. More than likely, when they do come back, they're going to be all about them tag team championships, to which I am not mad at, and I hope that things work out in their favor. Now, back to Becca. Becky got attacked today by Io and Cole, okay? Bianca went back there to help her out, but by the time she got back there, the girls were gone. Becky got attacked, and they say she's going to be gone for several months. Now, Becky's healthy, and the real injury is she did suffer a separated shoulder at SummerSlam. That's why her arm was in that heavy sling when she was out there talking to Bianca and addressing the WWE Universe. What you have to understand is that it's a 50-50 shot for Becky to either go through surgery or just rehab it and repair the arm normally. So hopefully Becky would just have to rehab and she'll be back right around, maybe she'll be back Survivor Series. Survivor Series is a few months from now. So what are we in? August, September, October, November. That's about 3 months from now. That seemed more around a several months thing. However, if I were in WWE and Becky needed time to heal, and I really wanted her to be 100% healthy, if she's ready to go by Survivor Series, I'll bring her in, no problem. If not, I would wait and hold out, because around December, they don't have a pay-per-view. TLC is no longer one of the pay-per-views they put out, thank God. And I would wait and let her come in at Rumble. I would have a bunch of debuts at Rumble. If they're not going to bring Sasha and Naomi back within the next couple of weeks, they also would come back at Rumble. It'd be Sasha, Naomi, Charlotte, Becky. Who else has been out for a while? It's just them four, right? I think that's all that's been out. I wouldn't have them re-debut that quickly. I would have all of them come in and have a slot at the Royal Rumble. That way, everybody has time to get themselves together, and we don't have to force anything. Okay? So let me go back to some of y'all comments. I know we already talked about Becky, but I forgot to ask, which was your favorite outfit that she wore during her big time era? I have no idea. Like, Becky's worn a lot of outfits that I've loved and a lot of outfits I've hated. I literally would have to go back and watch. I don't archive that stuff. I kind of push it out. Once I watch it, I see it, I react to it, and that's a done deal for me. You know, it's late when Tiff starts short-circuiting. I can't help it. It happens. I mess up. I'm a human fucking being. Leave me alone. I didn't mean the fan comment in a disrespectful way. I could have worded that better. Appreciate that. Mustafa almost had it until that man ruined his win, as opposed to Mustafa being a man. Okay. I'm just kidding. This is actually a nice picture of Bobby. Ooh. Now he giving him a damn compliment. Just a little bit thicker. They thicken his eyebrows up. That's false advertisement. And now we're back. Thank you, Don. Thank you. I feel AJ should have pinned Miz instead, and then it would have been more reasoning as to why Miz screwed AJ, but it still worked out fine. Have y'all not been watching SmackDown? I mean, Raw. Why I can't get this right? Have y'all not been watching Raw? Like during Raw, even over the past couple of months, Miz has had full interaction with AJ Styles. This is not out of the blue or anywhere. Miz and AJ Styles were feuding at one point. The feud stopped because they had to start the feud with Logan Paul. But they were feuding. So this isn't out of the blue. It's just a piece to the puzzle that was already brewing from the beginning. If y'all go back and watch Raw, you will see that they were feuding prior to this interaction between the two of them. Like a lot of people were shocked that he involved himself this past Saturday at SummerSlam. And I was like, I don't know why the hell you would be. He had an interaction with Miz and Ciampa because he wrestled Ciampa and Miz got involved then. He was on his show and Ciampa got involved then. Like there's a whole situation going on here. I wouldn't be surprised if Ciampa got that win next week. The girls were fighting. I love Pamela Six Pockets. Wow. She did have 6 pockets on her pants. Wow. She did have a lot. If they ain't stepping, I don't want it. Breaking. Nomad cross-chain bridge has been hacked. Over 190 million stolen
in cryptocurrency.
Hackers drained nearly all of the 190 million in crypto from the Nomad token bridge, which is backed by Coinbase and OpenSea over a long series of transactions. Ooh. I've been calling them Control since that's what seems to be their thing for them. Well, that's actually not a bad name. I actually like it, Kitty. We love best friend Pam. They have been calling themselves Control, but nothing yet is official for the name. Yes, we do. She's mother. She ain't my mother. She could be yours, but she ain't mine. You could have said Pammy Pockets, but I admire the speed. Pammy Pockets! Pammy Pockets, yes! Given she went by Bailey Doe Straps, it was only fitting. Pammy Pockets is legit. I fucking love that. That's funny as shit. That is so funny. Oh my God. Yes, sir. Preseason starts on Thursday. You talking about football, Kenny? Gerard was talking about it the other day. You a genius. She is. Give it up for Aaliyah. Give it up for Aaliyah with the nickname. Huh? Pammy Pockets. All right, Pammy Pockets. Yes, 23 more days. I think it's going to be Donnie's birthday in 23 more days. You're getting old, Donnie. You're getting old. It's like Polly Pocket's big sister. Well, that Megatron outfit this past Saturday was not. Starscream. Oh my God, them Transformer movies was everything before they fucked it up. Oh, Miz literally just screwed AJ. You see what I'm saying? Twerks to Megatron. Yep. I forgot Miz and Ciampa were beefing with AJ and Mustafa. Yes. When would you have Shayna return? Shayna hasn't gone anywhere. She just hasn't been used. But I'm pretty sure she'll be used soon. Crypto, that reminds me of the bitch trying to get into it with me over Forex. What? Give it up for Aaliyah for the name Pammy Pockets. I'm gonna put that on her render and be like Pammy Pockets and Cole. Put the spotlight on Pammy Pockets. shit. Okay, I'm gonna stop. I promise. I quit. Donnie said, and is and ain't. You is. You getting old, baby. You getting Thank you for the love. I'm here weekly. That's right. Soak it up. Soak it up. No, you did not just say Starscream. That's the first thing I thought of. Not weekly. Bianca and Becky and Oscar versus Bailey and Io, Sky, and Dakota Kai. That would have been a good feud too. If Becky wasn't, I thought Oscar was gonna be added if Becky wasn't hurt. Cause I was thinking about it last night as to who they third could be before they announced that she was injured. Shayna been eating good in catering. She just haven't been used. Y'all, I hate when y'all say they being catering. That's fucked up. Shayna will be used soon. She one of Triple H's favorites too. I sent it in the group chat last night. Pammy Pockets, Kickums, and Io. Not Kickums. Kickums. So, Clash at the Castle is already set in stone. We already know who the champ is going to go after, or who is going to go after the champ, rather. Drew McIntyre won and earned his opportunity to go up against Roman Reigns, the current undisputed WWE Universal Champion. He will be wrestling in the UK for that championship. Now, I still think AJ's idea could work in this scenario more specifically than with Brock. Because Paul Heyman is a slimy little creature, I think it very well could start. Hold on, y'all. Ooh, had to pull that out, baby. My hair was hurting. Now, in 3 weeks, though, we have NXT's Heat Wave. Mandy Rose will defend her NXT Women's Championship against Zoe Starks. So it is happening. It is happening. IDKY catering is an insult. From what we have heard, catering is bomb. It's an insult because they don't work to go to catering. It's fucked up. It's an insult, period. The fuck? Drew should win the WWE Championship. I agree. I don't have a problem with that. Okay. Mickey said there were these cookies she had to stay away from because they were so addictive. Ronda then got herself suspended and fined. Now they got to find someone else for Liv. Can you kiss me more? Where's all your boy? We ain't got nothing to lose. Oh, it's just principle. All you let us say is she only got suspended probably for a week. Like it says she won't be appearing on Friday's SmackDown, but that don't mean they got to find somebody else for her to compete against that Clash at the Castle. Ronda Rousey is competing against Liv Morgan at Clash at the Castle for that SmackDown Women's Championship. That's happening. Naomi was eating cakes in there and shit. I feel like if I went to catering, I'd never work and pack food in mini bags. Oh, baby. I wish Triple H could split the titles back up instead of the undisputed thing. Well, why wouldn't he be able to? I don't understand. He's head of creative. So I'm pretty sure the idea that AJ came up with, it's what they're gonna go with. Like that's the smartest thing that they could go with, to be real with you. Like, let us not pretend like we wouldn't be tearing up catering. The point is, it's an insult because people are using it as an insult. It's not used of a term of endearment to tell somebody they're in catering, and you know that. I don't know why we're having this conversation. I'm not clear why we're having this conversation. Like, you always do this. Please let Zoe win. I'm tired of Mandy. Why do you think Roman always needs the Usos to interfere in his matches with Brock? Because Brock Lesnar is hard to beat. And if, as you can see, Brock Lesnar is completely unhinged and he needed help. Simple as that. It was a match that did not have any rules and the Usos could interfere. He's a heel, so more than likely they were going to interfere. Whether it was a normal match or not, they were going to be there. I heard Titus be back there cooking up a storm and catering. That's interesting. I wouldn't suspect Titus be back there cooking nothing, but if that's the case, joke or not, like if that's the case, Titus be getting paid for a lot of things. Roman holding both is getting tired. I agree. I like Roman. I've always been a fan of Roman's, but I like to see variety too. And I want to see some new people at the helm and what they're going to do. Especially in the middle of this wrestling renaissance, I want to see some new things flowing. Let's see what we can get. Zoe should win. Casey and Katana should win the tag titles. Then all of Toxic Attraction. Then call all of Toxic Attraction to SmackDown. However, because that's their cousin and they're just helping. Kaden and Katana need to move up. Zoe ended Tandy's reign. It's coming. I hope so. Not Randy. Once Usos lose their titles, Roman loss won't be too far behind. Well, it's going to be a domino effect. That domino effect should have happened at SummerSlam. I don't know what they're going to do now. The Usos done beat everybody. So what they going to do? Tandy, I'm dead. All on my tongue, I want it. I'm all for those who got the passion and drive, but I wouldn't mind getting paid to show up to TV tapings and get some good food. That's not something I mind, but I'm saying people are using it as an insult to people who are wrestling. That's why I say it's messed up to say. The titles ain't unified. I would. Yeah, they are. No, I understand what people mean by it and why it's an insult. Brock said we can go slow, we can go faster, big red tractor. Who's to say Roman won't lose the title first? LDF can go and take them belts off the Usos. Well, I mean, yeah. It's messed up to say, but we shall reclaim it. Because that shit Tony and them doing, that shit with Tony and them ain't doing shit. It reeks of jealousy to me. I personally split the titles, then have Roman lose the Raw WWE title to then the Usos lose the SD titles, causing a crack. Okay, so let me get this right. You would split the titles and then have Roman lose the WWE title. Why would you? You can't split what hasn't been. Okay. Them hoes wish they were putting catering in WWE. Baby, so do I, but no, the titles aren't unified. He's a double champ. It wasn't a title unification match. Well, from the moniker that they had when they was talking about it. That's how they ran it. Now he never got one title. Let me see if I can pull it up. Okay. Make sure it's not a web page. Okay. Hold on a second. If you just where's you putting and nothing in. It's just principle. Baby, hold me good. I just saved the shit. All right. Now, back when WWE had them unify these titles, they did run it as a championship unification match. However, they did not change the titles, nor did they make Roman combine it into one belt. So Don's theory of them dropping one of the titles and AJ's theory of them actually dropping one of the titles instead of both is still very plausible because Roman is still being called the undisputed WWE Universal Champion, but he isn't called, they don't have him with one title. He runs with both of them, which leads me to believe that when he does lose, he will drop one and keep the other. So Don is still right in what he said. The titles were not joined into one belt. They were not unified on purpose, but they did run that show at Mania as a championship unification match. They did do that, but they didn't officially do it with Roman's belts, which leaves the window open for them to be able to do it the way that Don thinks and the way that AJ thinks that they're going to do it. The same thing with the Usos and RK Bro. They ran that match as a tag team unification match at WrestleMania Backlash, to which they did unify the tag team titles. They also are running with both belts and have been for quite some time. So Don is right, and so is everybody else. They're like half right. If it was both titles, if it was both titles would be defended. Could you see Judgment Day being tag champs? No. I would definitely split. I would end Judgment Day. It doesn't work. Everybody thinks that Judgment Day works and they don't. With Finn in the group, I don't see where they're gonna go. I don't see where they're gonna go. I don't see where they could possibly go. I'm not seeing the vision. That could be my own part. That could be my own issue, but I just don't see where they could go. Good luck to you, Brandy. Thanks, you guys. Are you going to Cedar Point? Oh shit, she working at Cedar Point, Jared.
Oh, damn.
Good luck, baby.
That's a long day
I
for
can't
Eddie.
stand Cedar Fair, honey. Fuck them. Okay. Yeah, Cedar Point. I've never been, but I know it's an amusement park. You're not missing nothing. I'm sure to a lot of people, Cedar Point seems amazing, but I've been to Cedar Point multiple times. I've worked for Cedar Fair, and I hate them both. So I don't know if everyone watches NXT UK, but how awesome would it be if Triple H made the call to put Trent Seven versus Tyler Bate for the UK title at Clash of the Castle? I think it will be a great move. Okay. I don't have an issue with that. I'm pretty sure there are going to be a lot of NXT UK matches. Well, there should be, in my opinion. It's in the UK. It should have a title match. I think they are going to have that NXT championship defended, or rather, finally have a championship. That final bout is going to be at Clash at the Castle. The reason why is because, one, Ilya Dragunov has to drop it. He's injured. He can't wrestle. They're going to do that 6-man tournament, right? Or is it a match? Or is it a tournament?
I can't remember.
They're doing a tournament for that title. And if I were them, the final match would end at Clash of the Castle. They did it before with some of the other matches. I believe it was Evolution when they had the women's match defended at Evolution and shit. Like, that'd be a good way to introduce the main audience to the rest of the guys. It's odd without Edge. You get what I'm saying, Don? Like, it's not gonna work. That's why they're gonna end it. They're gonna end it. I know where Finn and Damien can go. Ew. I feel like I don't want to ask. I don't know how to word this, but Judgment Day, each individual is too big of an entity, if that makes sense. Big enough as they can get. Actually, that does make sense. I hope you don't go work at the turkey leg stand, Brandy. Oh shit, you're gonna be stank again. It smell like boiled ass. Okay. Like, they killed him off too soon, but Judgment Day needs to run like where most dark people do. Um, they did kill him off too soon. That's true. Um, it was still having some time to get over. Even with Edge in it, it needed time to get over. A lot of the promos they was cutting didn't make sense. Like, Rhea Ripley blamed all the fans, and I was like, that should have been directed at like all your partners. Like, you should have been directing all that shit at Liv Morgan and at Nikki Ash, and be like, they was holding me back, and then Edge set me free. That's different. But she went after all of the fans, which didn't make no sense because none of the fans was booing her. They was booing Damian Priest, so it made sense for Damian to say, y'all fans ain't never had my back. As soon as y'all got a new shiny toy, y'all left me in the dust, which is technically true. But that didn't happen with Rhea. She lost the tag team titles at motherfucking WrestleMania, and then she started blaming the fans. I was like, girl, misguided, directed at the bitches who failed you, not at me. Okay? Because I wasn't doing you. It wasn't me. I mean, they could be big, get bigger, but as a group, they're too big. I don't know. Thanks, Tim. I don't mean to shit on your job, Brandy. You're going to enjoy it better than I did. It's totally up to you how you go into it. Cedar Point is an amusement park, but Cedar Fair, the company, I dislike. I don't like them, and that's how I feel about it. You do get to enjoy where you work at. You get free soda. Don't matter what stand you go to, you can drink soda all day long if you have to. You can drink water. You can pretty much get food from your stand, as far as I know. I think those rules are still the same. If you take your work shirt off during the day, you can go and get food from the other stands, especially if you work during Oktoberfest. That's the best time to work at Cedar Point because they have the Oktoberfest stands out there. You can get some of the best German, Polish, Czechoslovakian food you can find, and they got some of the best pierogies. You can have some of the best German sausages, hot dogs. Them Euros are out there because they have some of the Greek food is out there. They have some of the best food out there, and there's so many different cultures that are represented at Oktoberfest. That's the best time to start working there. It's right there. So you came in right under the gun, so you're gonna have a good time, honey. Just don't eat a lot. Hold the phone. Is Ilya Dragunov still champion? Yes, technically now he is still champion, but he is going to be announcing it's going to be vacated very soon, and this is because he's injured. So they're going to have to vacate that title, and then they're going to have a tournament to determine the next champion because he's going to be gone for quite some time. I hope that when he comes back, he debuts on the NXT 2.0 roster, or they bring him up immediately to either Raw or SmackDown. Either way, he doesn't need to go back to NXT UK. Dr. Turkey Leg saying, it smelled like ass and I will hear nothing of it. Why did they break up Imperium? They could low-key run circles around the bloodline because Giovanni Vinci wanted to be his own entity, and therefore they gave him the opportunity to do so in NXT 2.0. They brought up Martel. I think that's how you say his name. Is it Marcel?
So.
One of y'all know his name. Y'all know if I'm getting it wrong. They brought up Ludwig is his name now, and they brought up Gunther, and Giovanni wanted to stay in NXT and become Giovanni Vinci, which he should have stayed with Imperium. This is the best way to explain it. Because I used to love the rides at the fair as a kid, but seeing all these accidents and weird height rides, I'd be going there just for the food. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I used to go to the amusement park just for the food. All the fatties know what I mean. And Alexander Wolf wanted out of his contract. I'll be working there, working by the game, by where the games be at. Are you going to be where the food is, or are you going to be where the games are? You're going to be one of the gamer people, or are you going to be in food services? I think the Usos should split up one day so they can go solo. Hey, Nico. Hey, Nika. Sorry. Rhea, it was all your fault, too. Now, why am I in? Exactly. Rico get it. Exactly my point. Because I didn't have nothing to do with that. None of us did. That was all your fault. You done bitch putting all your trust in all these other hoes. You putting this trust in yourself. How many hours, like, during the day did you work at the fair, Tiff? I worked at Geauga Lake, which was owned by Cedar Fair at the time before they shut it down. And I worked, depends on the shift. Sometimes I would do a morning shift, which was like the best time to work at Cedar Fair work at Geauga Lake or any amusement park, because nobody's fucking there at 8 o'clock in the morning. They do come in at 8 o'clock in the morning, but like, you don't have a rush of people there at 8 o'clock in the morning. Nobody's trying to eat goddamn, liquid nachos and fucking they all trying to get on all the rides that they can, so they're not worried about eating or drinking. I worked in food services. I worked at a place called Ricochet Joe's, and for the most part I worked in the morning. If I worked in the afternoon, that was hell. It was a lunch rush in the afternoon. I hated working nights specifically because it was hard for me to get home. I usually worked in the morning and in the early afternoon. So I would work from 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3. I might work a 7-hour shift. So I work from 8 to 2:30, maybe 3. So that might give me 8 hours. I would be off 3 days out the week, and I would work 4 days out the week. So I was a part-timer. I wasn't even full-time. And they would make sure to give me just enough hours to make the cutoff, And I was only making like $8 an hour. I wasn't even making as much as like the people who cleaned up the ground on the outside, who like cleaned up trash, they was making $10 an hour. I was making $8 an hour, and I was selling fucking chili and nachos to people every day, and they wasn't doing shit. They just be standing there. They just be standing there. I be watching them fucking in the damn bathrooms and shit. They ain't give a fuck. They ain't care. They don't give a shit. I'm like 1 month behind. I'm making slow steps towards caught up. Oh, I'm sorry, Ellie. I ruined it for you, didn't I? I'm so sorry. I thought everybody knew. I'm sorry. Judgment Day could have been low-key updated version of The Shield. Maybe. Why my Xbox controller stopped working? Because you ain't got no batteries. One of the games people. Oh, so you're gonna be a games keeper. Okay. You can still get soda and stuff. Didn't they explain that to you in orientation? They should have. You can still get soda and stuff for free. Laughing out loud. The Usos split up. Eartha Kitt laugh. I can't. She ignorant for that. Now Tiff was rooting for Rhea. Now I ain't rooting. I don't give a shit. Her Joker smile. Fuck that bitch. It was the solo part was a good line. NXT UK is pre-taped, and it was leaked during the last round of the pre-taping that Dragunov sustained some type of injury and vacated the belt. That episode just hasn't aired yet, but if you want the scoop, listen to the Down for the Count. Thank you for the plug, Rico. I appreciate that. Not fucking in the bathrooms, child. No, I ruined it for myself. I'm the one who asked you to spoil it. I'm sorry, babe. Brandy, listen. You got a bunch of horny teenagers walking around an amusement park at night with no supervision other than the damn TAs running around every now and then, and they be too
fucking too.
Thank you. They be too busy. They be too busy getting it in themselves to even care about what's going on. So I remember I was there one day. I was at work. I had to go to the bathroom. I went in the bathroom and I heard this noise. There was a broom closet in the girls' bathroom, and I kept hearing this moaning in the bathroom. I didn't know where it came from. I was the only one in the bathroom at the time, so I didn't think nothing of it. I left out the bathroom, and one of the managers for the groundskeepers came up to me and asked me if there was somebody in the bathroom. I said I was the only ones in the stalls, but I kept hearing noises in that back room. So he said, okay. Went in there, saw them in there fucking, they got suspended. That wasn't the only time. There was multiple times that people have been caught having sex in that broom closet. They've been caught having sex under rides at night. They've been caught having sex in the Funnel Cakes house that they used to have at Geauga Lake. But since that place is tore down, you know, they ain't doing shit. Okay. Yeah, they explained this to me. Okay, so you good. You good. I haven't watched NXT UK since pre-COVID, but I might have to get it to watch it again, especially for that Miko versus Saray match. Down for the Count is the podcast to listen to. 5-star podcast. Oh, thanks, Hiram. There's 2 new episodes up right now. There is the Ring of Honor Jonathan Gresham episode, and then there is the Vince McMahon episode. I'm working on the Nerd Corner episode that we filmed or we recorded. That's getting ready to go up. So y'all gonna love the Nerd Corner because we talked about everything. And I really like doing the Nerd Corner because it's fun and it's not so much bullshit. We can just chill for like 5 minutes and not worry about a lot of garbage. Oh yeah, girl, it's a mess. What, at a fair? No, baby. Listen, you have to understand, it's teenagers in an unsupervised environment. A bunch of horny teenagers, it's bound to happen. Okay, like I'm not even trying to be funny or talk shit about people. It's just the facts. It's like when you're in the military, it happens more often than you think.
It's worse.
Like they be having orgies and shit.
Hell, you old enough to run a whole damn you old enough to run a hotel room.
Yeah, so you don't have to be on base. You can go do whatever you want. As long as the person is consenting, people gonna get out. Think about what I'm talking about. If you in the military, you leave home, you 18 years old, you fresh out, and you see ass everywhere. The girls is everywhere.
Dudes is everywhere.
The dudes is everywhere.
Everybody is in the exact same shape.
And everybody in shape. Everybody
is in peak.
Everybody is
peak physical shape.
Everybody that exercise, everybody got Greek abs.
Everybody is losing their fucking mind.
And so you looking at people that you probably normally wouldn't look at. You're like,
And then too, you gotta remember,
you're deprived for 6 months.
You've been deprived for the last 2 months. You ain't been getting no action.
No action except for your hand.
You can't even do that in basic, baby.
It ain't
no rule. Hell no, baby.
I bet you niggas was doing
no, the fuck they were not, because you got people on night duty. Everybody's watching everybody when we sleep.
Y'all lying. You couldn't even have no self-pleasure. Oh, I feel bad. You okay?
No, ma'am.
You okay?
Like you going 2 months without Nathan. They get to tech school, that second half training, we did a little bit of freedom, which keeps clapping everywhere.
That was wild. Okay, I get it.
I'm just saying, like,
so I gotta do that again.
You stupid.
What?
It was just like when I had went, it was a dude we was the same age actually.
He said, under the rides, if it makes you feel better, Aaliyah, whoever leaked it, spoiled it for all of us. Facts. I listed down for the count when I'm at work. Appreciate you. Not that recording stretched to 3 episodes. Baby, I split it up. It was 4 hours. We were sitting there talking. I'm okay with it. The way I'm going, I'll probably forget about it. The funnel cake house, that poor batter was traumatized. There wasn't no batter in there. I guarantee you that. It was not no batter. Or like when people hook up at weddings, it's worse than when people hook up at weddings. Because, okay, so at Geauga Lake, when it was open, there was a couple places that you could do it without getting caught. So there was the employee bathrooms where the locker rooms were that you can go in and do it without getting caught. And then there was behind the actual building, because there was no cameras back there. So you can do that without getting caught. And like those was the only places. If you went inside the public bathroom, like it would have to be a day when the TAs were not doing their rounds. It's a mess. That funnel cake house hasn't been the same. People was still in there. And military people be some freaks. That's the tip of the iceberg, Rico. They a mess. Just abs, titties, dick, and pussy everywhere. That's very, very, very accurate. Very accurate.
I'm just saying. Dude,
2 months? No, that's too much.
Dude that was in my unit was engaged. In the first weekend that we got free, I'm like, dude, where you going? He was like, hotel room. I'm like, hotel room for what? He was like, dude, my girlies and my fiance is driving down from Texas. You're not gonna see me till Sunday. I'm just like, go ahead. Because it was bad, because when we graduated basic, one of our friends was up there, like a guy we graduated basic with. He was like, so our family could visit, right?
Congrats to your brother Rico.
And our sergeant was like, yeah, he was like, so if our family has like their own hotel room, we can go in the hotel room with our people. And our sergeant was like, Rice, are you asking, can you get some ass, man? He was like, look, my wife coming down. He was like, Rice, you do what you want, as long as you back by the dorms by 6 and your uniform ain't fucked up.
All right, cool.
So when he came back, we was fucking with him. He was like, mission accomplished? He's like, oh yeah, mission accomplished. He's like, okay.
Yeah, he real happy, smiling and shit.
So when we see him, when we graduated, his wife was with him. We was like, whoa! Yeah!
I think said the definition of till the room stink. Yeah. Let me show y'all this Linda McMahon interview right quick. Hold on. Hold on. Let me find it. Did I load? Oh, here it goes.
The biggest story right now with Vince leaving WWE. What are your thoughts?
I'm not going to talk about Vince and WWE. I'm here to talk about AFPI.
I was just wondering what your thoughts were on him deciding to leave. Fans of wrestling are you can't believe it.
Well, you know what? He'll just be deciding on how he's going to spend his free time. I think that's a good thing. Thanks.
Are you concerned at all about the investigation?
No.
The hush money investigation?
Come on. So I told you I'm here to talk about AFPI.
This stuff getting messy. Fuck that uniform.
Did y'all see how that man was looking? He was looking at her like, that's my new meme right there, baby, because that is everything. Look at his face.
Damn. He was walking something that stank.
Well, they both stand by their men. So Linda said, child, that's not my business, period. That guy in the back was too stunned. I mean, it's all over the news. Her husband more press than she do. I would have asked her dumb ass that shit too. All right, y'all. Oh, my bake. Oh, I have to crack it. Whew. That man asking her what she thinks of this, and she was like, I ain't seen him in months. Damn. She said, I just live there and I'm not even there most of the time. He has seen some things, Screams Financial. Honey. They say they've been separated for quite some time, which I'm sure is possible. I mean, Linda ain't no fool. She got her piece of the pie. Dry, can I please have some Kool-Aid before you go to bed? This got pizza in it. I'm gonna eat my bread. I just sleep on other sides of the mansion. You want me to clean the bed?
Or just pull it so I can grab it. Tim.
Just turn on the damn light so I can see. Thank you so much. It's maintained out of convenience. That marriage is a contract at this point. I hope Sasha come back with a new wig. Any suggestions? No, she do pretty well in that department. I don't have to tell her nothing. She got that. I actually like her green hair and her blue hair with the green streak in it. I actually like that a lot. They sleep in a hospital wing style. I can't. I just want her to come back. I don't really care what she does. I just want her to come back. So I hope that the rumors are true. That's one rumor I do hope is true. With all that being said, I'm finna go so I can prep for tomorrow's show. I hope y'all enjoyed Monday Night Raw. It was solid show. Solid breakout for everybody who's involved. We love that for them. They did great. It was amazing. Okay. They say Ronda Rousey got suspended. I mean, she attacked an official, so. And a suspension was coming. I'm sure she got $500,000 and a suspension. Cool. This could scream bloody murder, and Linda was sleeping in a football field away. I came with you. No, she looked exactly the same, child. She drinking the blood of her children. I'm just playing. I am just playing. Please do not make. Please don't do it. In the words of Lizzo, all the rumors are true. I know what you meant. Now SmackDown, we looking at you. Okay, SmackDown gotta eat. It's gotta eat. I don't know what they gonna do, but they gotta do something. Anyways, y'all have a good night. I'll see you tomorrow. We'll talk about NXT. Bye.
Thank y'all so much for coming and being part of my show. Please don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe on the channel. It really helps to get my content out there for everybody to see. And I feel like even though we're a wrestling channel, we talk about a little bit of everything over here when I go live. So make sure you guys follow me on my social media as well. All of my socials are the same at Sack Design TV 2. You can find me on Twitter, and you can find me on Instagram, and you can find me on Facebook if you're a little and you like Facebook. But don't forget to follow me and subscribe, and make sure you rate my videos and get that algorithm up to push it up so I can start being a little bit more professional, so I can start making some coins. Okay? I will talk to y'all later. Love you. Bye.